Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. I'm Heather Lewis. We are in the heart of summer vacation season in Branson right now. And as much as there is to do now in that city, there's even more coming. Grant Sloan is the Vice President of Member Engagement with the Branson Chamber of Commerce. Thanks so much for being here.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us here.
A familiar face for some of our viewers as well, because you used to work at Ozarks first.
That's right. I was in the Branson Bureau for about 3.5 years. That's how I fell in love with Branson. Of course, always be a Color 10 fan at heart. So,
that's right. Yeah. That's right. So obviously you've worked in Branson for several years, and now you're working for the Chamber too. So let's talk about some of the new attractions that are coming to Branson. We were talking before this. I was driving down 76 the other day, and I mean, there's huge projects going on right now. What all is in the works?
So I think what's impressive on Highway 76 is just kind of the sheer size of the developments right there. So a couple that are going to jump out at you on the highway. WonderWorks, which is kind of this interactive science experiment, and then right across the road where the Grand Palace used to be is the aquarium at the boardwalk, which is also a very large project that's coming online. So absolutely another reason to wait in traffic for a little bit, go down Highway 76. A couple more that we should talk about. Paula Dean's Family Restaurant down at the Branson Landing. And of course, I can't forget Paynes Valley, which is Tiger Woods' first public golf course being built right here in the Ozarks in our backyard. And while we can say right now, arguably, the greatest golfer of all time, I truly believe he's going to get to 18 majors and be the, hands down greatest golfer of all time. And he's building right here in the Ozarks. Out at Silver Dollar City, we've got pumpkin nights coming this fall. Really this kind of family-friendly fall festival. A lot of pumpkins, of course, it's in the name, but really need a new addition out there at Silver Dollar City that you got to check out.
And that always leads into a fun time of Christmas season.
Absolutely. We're a big believer in Christmas and
right.
what it can mean for the community and for visitation.
That's right. Yeah. Okay, so it's been 1 year since Branson established the 5 and 5 initiative as well, which is what business leaders identified as the 5 major projects or things that need to be worked on within the next 5 years. Can you remind us of what some of those are and what's the progress been like within that first year?
So yeah, in 2018, as you mentioned, we had the business community identify what are the 5 big issues we need to tackle over the next 5 years to continue growing our economy, to put Branson in a better place not only 5 years from now, but 10, 15, 20 years down the road. And so the business community identified workforce development, having a sustainable workforce, Highway 76 redevelopment, like we talked about, new investment on Highway 76, theater industry health, strengthening that key industry, obviously, in our economy, shoulder season business, which is looking at times during the season where we can strategically increase visitation to move towards a year-round economy, and then proactive government, looking at how we can be a business-friendly community. And so we're about a year into that 5-year process, and really excited with some of the work and progress that the community has made so far. So a couple that maybe aren't super exciting out the gate, but they tie to some studies that we've been working on. One that came out this year was a comprehensive housing study, and so that's looking at really, housing inventory in our market. And from that wrapped up in March of this year. We've had, interested developers come to us and say, we see that there's a demand here. We feel like we can provide some of those affordable housing needs. And so, 3 different developers, 4 different projects, more than 70 single-family housing units. And so pretty excited about that and what it can mean for our workforce. And then another one that you and I were talking about beforehand is the theater industry study that we're doing and should kick off later this year. And really excited about the group that we brought in, Sound Diplomacy. They've worked in over 30 different countries, 6 different continents. I mean, their sole focus is music industry studies. And so really excited about looking at the Branson market, the national market, and recommendations to really strengthen that industry.
How long will that study take?
So it'll take about 9 months. So it's going to take some time. Obviously, Branson is well known for its live music show entertainment. And so really, I think what's impressive is that, and that jumped out to us, is they understood the importance of understanding the Branson market before, they took it to the next step. So looking forward to them starting to come in probably towards the end of October, and obviously probably more information to come out of our office later on this year about that.
Something we'll be keeping an eye on for sure. How does the Chamber entice businesses and these new attractions to come to Branson?
So, this is something that I don't think many people know about, is that we have an economic development arm in our office. It's called the Taney County Partnership. And so, whenever an interested developer is looking to maybe invest in the market, we have data, like we talked about with, say, maybe a study or demographics, that we can provide to them so that they can truly understand the scope of the market. And something that we are proud to say is that we have about $1 billion worth of projects in the pipeline. And so looking forward to being able to talk about new projects in the near future.
Very good. And also, a project that was underway over the past year is that the chamber itself is in a new building.
Absolutely.
Why was this needed, and how is it different?
So we've been in there since June, so still putting a few finishing touches on there, but it's something that's great for visitors, a beautiful new visitor center, interactive displays, a lot more room for our staff to really give visitors the attention they need on what options are available in the community. Considerably easier to find. It's running right in front of Branson Meadows Mall on Highway 248. And then from a visitation standpoint, it's something where, be it our committees where we're working on economic development or, something with the business community, we have a lot more meeting space that's also available to the community. And then we also bring in kind of third-party resources, people like journalists like yourself that maybe write for a travel magazine, or maybe they put together what we call leisure groups, or they put together vacations for families or groups. We can bring them there. It's a great representation of Branson. We can show them the market, and so it's something that we really think is a win-win, all the way around.
And the previous space didn't even have meeting space, really. So this is a huge improvement.
We had one boardroom that we're all trying to share, and this is something that now we've got. Meeting space is a big part of this project, and it's not just for us; it's also for the community.
Okay, great. Yeah. Sloan with the Chamber of Commerce down in Branson. Thanks so much
Heather,
for being here.
thank you so much for having us.
It's good to have you catch up on everything that's going on, and we'll continue to look for the updates too, because I know a lot of people travel to Branson for fun. All right, thanks so much. We'll be right back.